Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. 33rd Sloka. Atha chetvamimam dharmyam sangramam na karishyasi tatah swadharmam kirtim cha hitva papamavapsyasi. Substance. But if you do not fight this righteous war, you would incur sin by abandoning your own duty, name and fame. 34th Sloka. Akirtim chapi bhutani kata ishyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranada tirichyate. Substance. And also these people will speak of your everlasting dishonor, and to one who is honored, disgrace is worse than death. Commentary. Disgrace comes when a man neglects his duty or when he does an unrighteous deed. The Lord points out that disgrace is worse than death, for death destroys the body, but disgrace stains the fair name of a man for generations. There is an inner meaning also. The individual human being is Atma, the imperishable, ever-glorious self. But man foolishly identifies himself with the foul, small cage of flesh and suffers disgrace voluntarily, which no honorable man can contemplate or ensure. It is man's highest duty to live in and feel the glory of Atma and his identity with the whole universe. 35th Sloka. Bhayadranadu paratam mamsyante tvam maharataha esham chatvam bahumato bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Substance. Moreover, those great warriors from whom you received honor formerly would think that you turned away from the battle out of fear and regard you with little respect hereafter. 36th Sloka. Avachya vadanscha bahun vadishyanti tavahitaha nindantastava samarthyam tatho dukhatharam nukim. Substance. Moreover, your enemies belittle your ability and in various ways speak words of ill fame and shame about you. What is there more painful than this for a man of honor like you? The Lord mentions the reward of a righteous war here and or hereafter. 37th Sloka. Hato va prapsyasi swargam jitva va bhokshase mahim tasmaduttishta kaunteya yuddhaya cha krutanishchayaha. Substance. O Arjuna, if slain in the battle, you will obtain heaven. If conquer, you enjoy the world. Therefore, arise, determined to fight. Commentary. This verse is the life breath for all, either they be worldly men or spiritual aspirants. Righteousness being the condition, the challenge of life should be met with courage and determination. This is a great mantra. If one refers to this at all times when there is loss of enthusiasm, energy, or courage in spiritual practice, he acquires indomitable will and courage. Just as the warrior obtains heaven if killed or enjoys the pleasures of the world if victorious, the spiritual aspirant would attain the highest moksha if successful, and if not successful, he would ascend to higher realms of existence. The spiritual aspirant is constantly at war with avidya, ignorance, but there is no fear for him, successful or otherwise. In both ways, a new vista of joy and glory is open to him. In the 6th chapter, the Lord refers to the future of an aspirant whose body falls before the completion of his sadhana. Such a man, the Lord says, goes to the higher world and is reborn in families of wealth and spiritual development. Therefore, the Lord exhorts everyone not to relax or disheartened in the battle with avidya, but continue his practice relentlessly till the final goal is reached. Determined till the goal is reached, the seeker should not give up his practices. Such a resolute spirit is necessary in the battle with the subtle force of avidya. Maya is there waiting to bring down the seeker when he relaxes from his effort even for a moment. Arise. This is the watchword of the Lord, the Maha Mantra of the Gita. The triumph call is already given in the opening words of the Lord. Cast off the weakness and arise. Tyaktvottishta paramtapa. The same call is given to all humanity in Kathopanishad. Arise, awake, and stop till not the goal is reached. Such an inspiring call is necessary to wake up man from his painful sleep of ignorance and urge him to meet the challenge of life and face the thousand ills and shocks of life with the sword of knowledge and devotion. The Lord propounds the law of work in the world free from sin. 38th Sloka. Sukha dukhe same krutva labhalabhau jaya jayau tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papamavapsyasi. Substance. Having an equal mind in pain and pleasure, gain and loss, victory and defeat, engage in battle and thereby you will not incur sin. Commentary. In this verse, the Lord teaches the secret of Karma Yoga. Though engaged in various types of activity, a man can live without any taint of sin. That secret lies in the balance of mind, equanimity, and detachment. So, should man work without losing his equanimity in the vicissitudes of natural change? Success unbalances the mind by a wave of elation and defeat by a wave of depression. This is what the common man experiences in the course of his life's activity. The Gita propounds equanimity as the only cure for these mental waves causing man from one extreme to another. And these mental disturbances are caused by attachment to the enjoyments of life. The seeker should know that he has nothing to gain or lose by victory or defeat in his endeavors. Thus, he would be free from disturbing emotions of pride, egotism, and elation in success, self-pity in sorrow, and despair in failure. When the mind is kept in a state of equanimity, Atma is reflected clearly. How can such a man incur sin? Some people think that the yoga of work is a lower path and that work binds man to the wheel of birth and death. The Lord denies it. It is not work that binds, but the attachment to the fruits of work that binds. If a man attaches himself to the fruits of work, then he is bound and he has to take a number of births to enjoy or suffer the effect of his works. On the other hand, if the aspirant knows that he has nothing to seek for in the universe, that he is Atma, then he is indifferent to the results of his work. He is equal-minded. This is the secret of Karma Yoga. Then engage in battle. From this, we understand that before plunging into action, one should know and practice the secret of work. The Lord's command is, then fight, that is, after attaining equanimity of mind. Otherwise, action immediately binds him to the wheel of birth and death. The ups and downs of worldly life and its reactions will throw the man off the gear into a tormented state of pain and suffering. Perfect knowledge should illumine work. Then work becomes worship. Therefore, the Lord first teaches Arjuna in the second discourse, Sankhya Yoga, the highest doctrine of Vedanta, that is, the indivisibility of the personal man with Paramatma, the immortality of the self, and then comes down to teach the method of work. Question: how should man work? Answer: by being firmly established in equanimity. Question: what is the way of work without being